The frantic search for a 10-year-old boy snatched off a school bus in October grows more and more desperate. It all went down on gut.
Like when the cop has a warrant, he's bound, swore he has to do his civil duty, which is take the baby into custody. Go back to the lawyers that perpetrated the scam on the court and throw them in jail.
Well, they've been exonerated. Here's what I don't get, and maybe Ronald Brodt could weigh in on this. Apparently, there's been an investigation, and those attorneys have been exonerated of any wrongdoing, and they've hired their own attorney. And the judge is also saying, oh, I did nothing wrong. Ugh.
Well, the judge made a mistake, but it's hard to get a judge to say that. The judge made a mistake. You know, I've been through the Mexican courts and the American courts with different documents coming. There's a big gold seal when it comes from Mexico. Then even though my judge, Judge Kern here in the United States, got the copy of the order, he wanted to see one, he wanted to talk to someone in Mexico. It took a couple days to verify these documents over, you know, and that's this over a child. The judge made the mistake. But this could help us. I mean, this kind of obligates the cops to do their duty, you know, get out there and help find this little boy. And one thing, again, I see the little boy is very vocal. This little boy needs to we need to start saying for him to call his mother. I mean, it's going to be...
I hear you. Ronald, what do you make of this whole legal... I think there needs to be an investigation. I don't buy this whole thing about, oh, I made a mistake. They could have brought in a translator. They could have made a single phone call to find out that this guy had tried to had actually kidnapped his son once before.
Just think about what they're saying, Jane. The lawyers are saying we followed our client. The judge is saying we followed the lawyer. The sheriffs are saying we followed the judge. Everyone wants to be a follower. No one wants to be a leader. No one wants to take responsibility for causing a parent's worst nightmare. You put your child on a school bus, kiss him goodbye, and you never see him again. Maybe not for a year, maybe not for 2 years, and maybe never.
Does she have a civil action against the powers that be in this principality, this locality in Texas?
In all likelihood, she doesn't. Her concern today is not who to sue. Her concern is how does she find her child. Remember, she's been through this once already. Her husband, when they got divorced in 2005, Jean-Philippe got custody of the child and abducted him, and the child was gone for 2 years. She came to the United States for protection. What protection did they give her? Everyone needs to take responsibility.
We are going to come back in a second on the other side and talk to you about the hell you've been through. Okay. Stay right there. The international manhunt continues. We're going to find this kid.
We're not going to let him do anything to you. We're not going to let him do anything to you.
But if that's not malpractice, I don't know what is. So you go to the lawyers and say this.
Regardless of whether they speak Spanish.
Exactly.
It's in Texas. It's San Antonio, Texas.
We are going to get back to this. We're not letting it go. We are going to be back with more. We're going to find this kid for this mom.
By credit card, or I don't know, by cash, but, you know, he likes good life.
Now, Ronald Brodt, you're the attorney who specializes in these cases. We're kind of piecing the puzzle together, dogs helping us. What about the coordination between the U.S. authorities and the Mexican authorities to try to put the noose around this guy?
Well, you perhaps can get the cooperation. I know that our manhunter thinks that good things will happen if Mexico can find him. Frankly, I'm not so sure. We have an extradition treaty with Mexico, but that same treaty provides that they're not required to extradite their own nationals. I'm not sure if Jean-Philippe is French or if he's Mexican. I know that I represent 2 different mothers who had children abducted a year and a half ago. We traced them down to Mexico. The FBI traced them into Mexico. Interpol was looking for them, and they haven't been seen since.
Boy, you know, this is just such a mess. But I want to ask Mom, will you come on tomorrow and bring the picture of the Russian wife so that we can put that on the air and help narrow this case? Will you come back and show us this picture of this woman that he married?
Yes, of course, the one that I have.
you know, if you're not going to get the help you need, we're going to do it here on Issues, and we're going to just break this case down. And we're
Jane,
not going to
it's so
stop till we
important
find
to
your
do
son.
this, but it's so important to do this before they get to Russia. We have no extradition treaty with Russia, and Russia is not a member of the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction. We must find that child before he's taken to Russia.
Oh my gosh, it's just a horror story. I can't imagine this is happening in the good old US of A. All right, thank you. Fantastic panel. Doug, hang in. We need your help on another case as well. And Mom, you're coming back tomorrow with that picture of that Russian lady, and we're going to try to find your son.